Good morning, students. So, let us discuss the next part of the lesson towards gender equality. So, in the yesterday class, we have discussed about the different discriminations between men and women. So, because of discrimination, the percentage of women decreasing in our society, and they have a discrimination in literacy also. So when we compare with male, the female literacy rate is very less even in Telangana also. Next, another one is right to property. The women don't have right to share property from their parents, but Telangana state enacted a law in 1980, so which made it mandatory that the ancestral property of parents should be equally divided between sons and daughters. So today we are going to discuss about employment. Are the women having equality in taking employment or jobs along with the men or men? Okay, so here the situation is little bit changing. Okay, women going out of the house and taking up jobs are able to become self dependent. So already we have discussed in the previous class. So economically they are depending on husband, father, son or brother. If they go out for jobs, they will stand on their own. Okay, next. Most women workers in Telangana are employed in agriculture, doing casual jobs, and small section of them run their own shops, farms and other enterprises. So when you go to rural areas, most of the women work in agricultural farms only, okay, as a laborers. Some are running small shops, okay, hotels and vegetable shops like that, their own. Thus women take up employment, they need not depend on others. Okay, if they educated, if they take up employment, so what will happen? They need not to depend on others. Okay, next. So we have also seen that girls in some families are brought up in such a way that they are undernourished and undereducated. So therefore they have less opportunity to gain proper employment and good salaries and to get good salaries. So if they don't have a qualification, so how they will get the proper employment? Okay, that's why they are working in agricultural fields and different shops as a sales girls. If you go to shops, you can observe that. Okay, so even women who are well educated are also not allowed to do good jobs by their families. Okay, so already you are completed engineering and law and other qualifications, they are staying at home without doing jobs. Why? Because their families are not allowing them to take up professional jobs. Why? Because it requires more time they have to spend in the offices. That's why families are not allowing them to do such jobs. They are allowing only to take up part-time or less demanding jobs. Okay, so the educated women also taking only part-time jobs or less demanding jobs. So most of the women who are without proper educational qualifications are forced to physical labor in the fields or as domestic servants in houses of rich people, so uneducated people. So they are working in the fields as laborers, already we discussed, and they are working as a domestic servants in houses of rich people. So these jobs are back breaking and exhausting. So moreover, the women doing them are often looked down and they lose respect and security. They have to face insults and abuse all the time. So shall we read one example? So Malini, a woman, domestic worker in the capital of our country, Delhi, so has to say, my first job was with a rich family that lived in a three-storied house. So she was joined as a domestic servant in their house. The lady would shout to get any work done. My work is in the kitchen. There are two other girls for cleaning. Our work begins at 5 o'clock in the morning. We get up of tea and we get up a cup of tea and two stale rotis for breakfast. Never even a third roti. In the evening, when I cook food, the two cleaning girls would beg me to give them an extra roti. I would secretly give them the rotis and also make myself some. I used to feel scared of the lady but also felt angry and humiliated. Did we not work all day? Don't we deserve to be treated with some respect? So in this example, so they work whole day but they are not getting proper food, proper respect and proper even sufficient salary also. So like that, so many women are working as domestic servants in the different houses. Okay, next. In the last few decades, the employment scene for women has been changing gradually. So especially in the city. So women are educating and they are taking different challenging jobs also. Many women have acquired degrees and are entering into jobs which were earlier considered as male professions. So previously some jobs are reserved for only for men, but now that situation is changed. So those jobs also taking and doing properly by women. Okay, example in army, navy, okay, like that. So the reservation policies pursued from 1980s in Telangana for admission to women in all colleges and in government jobs have led to more and more girls joining colleges and taking up salaried jobs. So as per our constitution, now women are having 30% reservation in all educational institutions and in government jobs. So that's why now the situation is little bit changed. So along with the men, they are doing different jobs. Some leading scientists, mathematicians, diplomats, engineers, etc. are women. Okay, women are now also recruited into the police, army, navy, and air force, and there are many women pilots today. We can see so many. If you read the newspaper, you can know the information about these current affairs. So many women taking different jobs, getting different jobs. You can see here one picture given. So this woman, first woman loco driver in India, Sureka Yadav. So loco driver means the driver of rail engine. Loco pilot, they are called loco pilot. So like that in army and navy, recently one big aeroplane was um, driven by two women pilots from America to India. It is touch. So many thousands of kilometers they drove. Okay. Next. This has been possible because women have fought to get higher education and have broken gender biases in many professions because of reservation, because of some educated parents. So now women are taking these jobs. Next, unrecognized work of women. So this is more important, especially the women who are doing at their homes. Their works are not recognizing. So if they do such work in other place, in another place, they will get salary. But at home, the mothers, especially wife and mothers who are doing domestic works at their homes, they are not getting any salary and recognition also. So if we look at the daily routine of any woman, we will realize that they are working all the time. So after wake up, so what they will do? They sweep and clean the floor of the house, and they will prepare tea, tiffin for the family. They will wash the utensils, and they will wash the clothes. Okay, and they cook food, lunch, dinner, and snacks. So they will take care about the children. So like that, they will provide so many facilities to the whole family. But for most of the time, the work they do is not recognized and not paid for. So if men work outside, they will get salary. But women doing the same work at home, but they are not getting any salary. Okay, even though everyone can see them working hard, their work remains invisible. Okay, there is no count for their work. Okay, next. So in villages, you can see that when we say farmers, we only think of men but never of women. Farmers mean only we thought that men may do work in the fields, but that is not right. In fact, nearly 8 out of every 10 Indian working women work in the fields, especially in the rural areas. The 8 out of 10, 8 women are working in the fields. So, which type of work they do in the fields? They till the land, they do the seeding, weeding, transplanting, harvesting, threshing, and another countless jobs. Okay, bundling the crop. Okay, like that. Of course, it is also true that many farm jobs are reserved for women, like transplanting rice, weeding, or plucking groundnut pods. So, women do this and many other jobs also in agriculture. So, they do patiently and committedly these works. So, a large number of farmers are fully managed by a large number of farms are fully managed by women farmers alone, as the men go out in search of work in factories and towns to get more income for their family. So men go outside to do work in the factories or office, and the woman alone can manage the fields in their villages. Okay, next. Many women are working on their family farms, yet their work is not recognized. Women who work on other people's farms get wages which are lower than what men get. So there is a discrimination in salaries also. Not only in agricultural farms, anywhere in software engineers or any jobs also there is a discrimination in wages also, except government jobs. Even in sports, the remuneration also difference between men and women. Okay, I think Pogat, the basketball player, so denied to play for national because of the discrimination in remuneration. Okay, so if you study the work done by women within your own house, you will realize the hard work that goes into running the house. If you observe your mother, so then you can realize how much work they are doing for the family. Just imagine if women were to charge for the work they do at home. So which type of works they do at home? For cleaning, cooking, making pickles, taking care of children, teaching children, nursing the sick or elders, stitching clothes, fetching water, purchasing provisions. So all these works done by women at home. Okay, how much would they get paid every month? If you consider their work, if they recognize their work, if you want to pay salary to them, how much you have to pay to them, you have to calculate. Okay, next. The reality is that they do not get paid for any of this work, and instead they are constantly abused for not doing this work on time or not to the taste of the others. Even instead of recognizing, they are abusing. On the other hand, most of the work that men do is paid for and they control the money and spend it as they wish. So like that here also the women are discriminating. So now things are changing little bit. So because of reservation in politics, some women are participating in politics in panchayati level. So government provided 50% reserved seats for women. So although females including young girls are half of the population, hardly few women take active interest or allowed by their families or husbands to become member or leader of such political bodies. So due to government initiatives which made it mandatory to involve women in Panchayat Raj bodies, more and more women are now coming forward to participate in public affairs, contesting Panchayat and other elections. Why? So government reserved 50% seats in Panchayat level. That's why women are able to participate in these organizations. Okay. So women forming self-help groups at village and mandal level help them to generate resources for the family. Many of them are also able to take important decisions along with their husbands or other male members within the family. The self-help groups also provide space to discuss important issues and the problems associated with the community or village and help women to participate in the political bodies. So like that, they are forming their own organizations to help them. So those are called self-help groups. So women should take membership in that and they will get some financial help to start some shops or something to get income. So even though they face much resistance, women have been taking these new roles successfully. So we are also wish the women to take more chances in the economy. Okay, so with this lesson is completed. So write your own points and send to me. Thank you.